Hello and welcome to AGT Racer. On today's video we have the final round of the Drivers Room Sunday League Championship Season 2, and these are the points coming into the final round. Today though we will be playing the second room first, as all the top drivers will be in room 1. So this is the battle for the mid-pack towards the bottom. And as we get into the grid, here we are with V8 in the Viper SRT10 on Sports Softs, Merc of 190 in the same Viper on Sports Softs, Rocker in the well-known Atari livery on Sport Medium in the SRT, Bullet on Sports Softs. In 5th place we have Wilco on Sports Softs. Jammy D is in 6th place on Sports Medium. Shepherd is on Sports Softs in the Viper GTS with the green car and the Tasmanian Devil. And we have Flapjack on Sports Softs in the Cobra looking absolutely beautiful. We have Leo in the Viper GTS on Sports Medium, myself on Sports Softs in 10th. In 11th place we have Nightmare Racer on Sports Medium in the Red Bull livery, driving the Corvette. Let's see how he gets on with the single Corvette of the race. And Boss in the Cobra at the back on Sports Softs. As we get into the start of the race, V8 there looking good in first place, Merc of 190 driving well since he's joined the championship, and they're off. V8 off to a flying start there. Rocker overtaking Merc, only just a poor start from Merc there. We have Rocker moved up into second, Bullet moved up into third in the Viper. Merc dropped from second all the way down to fourth. Wilco's moved up into 5th place. And the Tasmanian Devil there of Shepherd, with Jack going on the inside in the Cobra. Absolute great move there as we come up to, oh look at him, the car sliding across the track. I'm having a go now at Jammy, but he closes the door. Oh, Jammy goes off the cliff there. Really bad when you go off there. Takes ages to get back on. His horrible track, this Willow Springs, not forgiving at all, as you can see. And I believe someone else goes off there. We have Boss at the back in the Cobra. Stunning car, the Cobra. As we can see, he's losing a lot of ground though. May not have been a wise decision to choose that car. Look at that view, superb. Horrible track, but great views on the replay. And there's V8 there pulling away in first place, with Rocker in second, with Bullet all over him in the UK Viper. Oh, Merc goes a little bit wide there, manages to save it though. More like drifting across the dirt. Wilco moves up into 4th place. Oh, sliding there in the Cobra as Jack. And I've moved all the way up into 7th place. But for how long? I'm sliding through the tight corners up the hill. These S's are really difficult if you get them wrong. It's all kind of pain. And that exit with the cliff there. But by far the worst corner in this game, in the series, has got to be the final long corner here. You go off on this corner and we see you next week. But as I'm talking garbage there, you see Nightmare Racer in the Corvette, and Boss in 12th, and V8 strolling the park for him, coming through to start lap 3 of 24. And Mert there in 4th place. Dropping down from 2nd. Oh, you can look at Jack all over the dirt there. When Shepherd lots ground to Jammy. Jammy becoming recognisable in his literally Jammy Dodger liveries. He also live streams the events. So if you want to check his YouTube channel out, as he's in the middle of the pack there, please go and check out Jammy D, I believe is the name on YouTube. I've already subscribed, so if you check my subscribers, he'll be in there. Great battle down in the mid pack there towards the end for 7th. Get it right on this track, it's absolutely wonderful sliding round in these cars. But push it too far and it's game over. As we're on to the final corner, the most dangerous corner. Jammy D tearing through the inside there, just close the door on him. Great view, Shepherd's right behind him. Slipstreaming all the way down the straight. Two different Vipers there. Shepherd going a little bit wide. Oh, he's dancing in the dirt now. Absolutely huge slide. He's going to lost ground there. He's dropped all the way back into 11th. And there's Leo chasing down the only Corvette in the game. The also recognisable Nightmare Racer. He has as we see Boss in last place. As I was saying, Nightmare Racer created the Discord channel, I believe, the Drivers Room Discord channel. So please subscribe, go on to there and become a member. Discord's really good. It's got all race details, how to join, and just general chat. As we look now, Bullet in 4th place. Wilco's managed to push in front of him. Merc doing well, going keeping in 2nd. And Rockers down into 5th. Maybe they've pitted. May have missed that. Jack in the Cobra. Doing well in 6th place in the Cobra. There's still the battle for 7th place between Jammy and myself. We see some of the guys' tyres are starting to go. There's Nightmare Racer still holding off Leo. Doing well in the Corvette. Oh, Leo very close to the cliff there. And if you've seen the foreground, in the background there, Jammy D overtook myself for 7th place. A great move by Jammy. Nightmare Racer pulling away slightly from Leo, but the power of the Viper, it's amazing. And Boss looked like he's having a nice Sunday stroll there. Unfortunately losing a lot of ground, but look at the battle for 1st place. V8's lost some ground now. He's got Merc challenging him on the inside. And Wilco starting to make ground on the front runners there as we come up to the S's. Up the hill, just clipping the dirt. Well, V8's very close to the cliff. Beautiful shot of the cars there. You see Bullet drop back into 4th place. He didn't pit, so maybe, I don't believe, so maybe there might have been a problem. Wilco up into 3rd. Merck setting the fastest lap of the race. As we come to end the 6th lap, about to start the 7th. Looks like Merck's got a good run, and so has V8, but oh, V8 deciding to jump in the pits quite early, I believe. I think his tyres were okay, but we'll see how it pans out. That puts Merck in front, Wilco up into 2nd, Bullet in 3rd, Rocker in 4th, and Jack in 5th. See where V8 comes out. Managed to come out in 6th before the pack at the back. Look at the tyres on Jack, absolutely destroyed. He's doing exceptional in 5th place in the Cobra. He looks stunning, that car. Ooh, V8 going very wide after his pits, deciding to go for the mediums. He really needs to get past Jack. Doesn't want Jack holding him up. Otherwise his undercut won't work. You can see he's having to just back away a little bit. Try and force Jack into an error. But he can be extremely quick, this Cobra. He's just wild. And it looks like V8's got him on the inside. Oh, goes on the dirt again. So does Jack. It's understandable with Jack, his tyres are absolutely destroyed. But look how far now V8 is pulling away from Jack. That's held him up by quite a few seconds now. And Wilco's jumped into the pits. He's having a look to go for the undercut on Merck. Look at the tyres on Nightmare Racer. In the Corvette, it's holding 9th. Well, Shepherd's really challenging him hard though. Oh, he slips on the inside. Well, Nightmare Racer goes off onto the wilderness. That is the final corner. As Jack comes into the pits, his tyres were in a terrible state. And Nightmare Racer also into the pits. There's Boss at the back. As we look at the front, Merck staying out in first. His tyres are starting to go quite a lot. He doesn't want to lose too much time. He's 3 seconds off his fastest lap, his last lap. So, but V8 did have problems. Merck touching the dirt there. As we look at behind in the battle for 2nd place, Rocker and Wilco. Rocker not pitted, so he wants to be holding Wilco up as much as possible. Wilco on the fresh softs. The Viper looking beautiful in his livery. There's V8 in 4th. Manages to get past Bullet. Really pushing hard now. As Merck comes into the pits. Let's see how all this pans out. Obviously Wilco's a massive winner in all of this. As Rocker jumps into the pits as well. V8 was leading this race before the pits. And now he's in 2nd place with Bullet challenging him. Bullet having a look on the inside. Bullet fresh out of his pits, doing exceptionally well. Maybe taking less fuel. Great move from Bullet. This isn't working out at all for V8, but Wilco now is at the front charging away. Excellent strategy from Wilco for this stage of the race. We're on lap 9. V8 would be in 2nd with a clean air in front of him, ready to challenge 1st place if he didn't get stuck behind Jack and then go off on the dirt. Now Merck in 4th is catching up to V8. Rocker in 5th there. Lost a bit of ground, but he's put a lot of fuel in. And he's going for the longest stint on the mediums. So may work out well for Rocker. As we see Leo all the way up into 6th place, doing a very good drive. His tyres are really starting to go a little bit though. As Shepherd is sliding all over the field. Usually wouldn't work, but it's very effective in this race for him. Having a look on the inside of Leo. And there's Jack in 8th place with brand new tyres. With myself gaining a little bit during those pit stops. Up into 9th, challenging Jack. And now he's got to go a little bit slower through this corner. Beautiful shot of the cars there. A touch of the dirt from myself. Jammy trying to close the gap. Trying to gain a little bit of slipstream, but that Cobra is powerful, but not as good through the corners as a Viper. As you can see him struggling a little bit. I'm very close to touching the dirt there. Jack driving this Cobra exceptionally well. As Leo comes into the pits, or out of the pits. And there he is as I was overtaking Jack. And there's Boss jumping into the pits now. His tyres are good, his fuel's okay. I don't really understand why he's done that. I think he's just may have given up, and look how much ground Wilco has pulled away. Great driving up into 1st, but his fuel's going, so is Bullet. Less fuel at the front. Let's see if that tactic works out for them. Merc pulling more fuel in, but starting to close that gap now in 3rd place, followed by V8 going for the longest stint in 4th. Oh, as we see Merc going very wide there, drifting across the dirt. He's losing. Oh, very close. Oh, sliding there, Boss. As you see, V8 gained a position in front of Merc. Rocker there in 5th place. And myself all the way up into 6th. An excellent drive so far from myself. With Jammy in 7th place. Once again his position... Jack in 7th, once again his position back on the sport mediums as Jammy goes very wide there on the mediums. Oh, dancing in the dirt. Loses a lot of time there. I don't think he'll be overtaken by Leo, who's under threat from Shepherd still. Sliding and drifting all over the track. He's having a look now on the inside. As we come up the hill for the S's. He's going wide, wants to keep away from the cliff. He's got good traction out of there, but Leo's defending exceptionally well. This might be his opportunity for Shepherd. Leo shuts the door. Very good driving there from the guys. But more traction now. He's on the inside. Leo speeding through on the mediums. A lot of fuel, heavier car. Little bit of contact there. Shepherd really wanted to get through. Touches the dirt. Now Leo's in the slipstream back of Shepherd. Will Shepherd lose that place back? Coming into the first corner. No, he doesn't. Those sports softs really holding up well. There's Nightmare Racer in the Corvette there in 11th. Boss in 12th. But the star of the show so far is Wilco. His tyres are going a little bit... Oh, no, he goes. Oh, he's on the final corner. He's gone into the wilderness. Not too bad, though. He just touches the edges. Decides to jump into the pits. Save a bit of time. Bullet's also into the pits. So he hasn't lost out too much there. Wilco, Merc, of course, going into first place. And Rucker in second, being challenged by V8. Sliding round the first corner. Bullet makes his way into fourth out of the pits. And Wilco in fifth place. Just that slight error there from Wilco, dropped him behind Bullet. And we're on lap 13 of 24. I'll give you all the details in the next race of how to join this room. But in all honesty, contact any one of us and we can point you into the direction that you need to go. As you can see, Rucker is really being challenged now. V8 pushing as hard as he can. With Bullet on his fresh tyres behind. Bullet looking to get past these. Really. Rucker's on old mediums. Sorry, V8's on old mediums and Bullet's on the new softs. Slide in there. Round the final corner and there's Wilco. V8 really charging, but he's giving the slipstream to Bullet. Can Bullet make something of it coming into the first corner? He's having a look on the inside. Is he quick enough? Oh, he is. He's shut the door. Well, a little bit of contact there. Just slid in front of V8. I think V8 pulls off the gas a little bit. But I think that was a driving incident. Really nothing V8 could do. Bullet popped up in front of him. That's my opinion anyway. As Bullet loses a place to Wilco, who's on a bit of a charge now. On those fresh softs. They really need to get past V8, and V8 really pushing hard. This has given Rucker a bit of free space. Did V8 go? Oh, he touched the cliff, but he didn't fall off. He's a little bit wide there. Opens the door for Wilco and Bullet to come charging through. Looks like he's given up and decides to let him through. He may pit this lap. He might have had enough. We'll see how he gets on towards the end. There's a long way to go yet. As you can see, Wilco now in third, being challenged by Bullet. Rucker there in second place, and Merck starting to lose a little bit of ground to the guys. Yeah, as we said, V8 now is in the pits. So yeah, Merck losing a little bit of ground. You can see on the map the distance as Rucker's starting to pull it back now. As we see there, V8 coming out in fifth place, deciding to go on the sports softs. Be a little bit quicker now. On the charge, he knows most of the guys in front will need to pit. Jack doing an exceptional job in sixth place. His tyres are really starting to get battered though. And Leo in seventh. He's managed to hold off Shep. Jammy D in 8th place. Good drive from Jammy. On the mediums. He will need to pit soon though. And there's Shepherd under attack from myself on the inside for 9th place. Touch of dirt there on the S's, and Shepherd, he's got the inside line, but I shut the door on him. Now he's very careful not to go off the cliff there. Great overtake, but it's not finished yet. Shepherd sliding round behind me. Good overtaking and defending from myself and Shep. It doesn't matter the driver rating or skill level, as long as you're clean, anybody can join these rooms. There's all different skill levels. As we see, talking of skill, Merck pulling off there in first place. The back marker maybe having an effect on the second, third and fourth. Rocker having a look to overtake the back marker of Nightmare Racer and Wilco and Bullet. Lets them all through. Great driving from Nightmare there. As we see, someone's gone off in the wilderness on the map. I'm not sure who it is. Someone towards the back. May even be myself. And there's Merck. Really need to come into the pits this lap or the next lap. He's come into the pits. Moves Rocker up into first place. Under attack though. There's nothing between them. As Wilco with the better tyres looks on the inside. And Bullet now 3 abreast. And Rocker still in front. How he's managed to defend. Super driving. Wilco losing a place to Bullet. These guys really want to get past Rocker. Slightly better tyre wear. Slightly longer fuel. But they're letting V8 and Merck start to gain up. And look, he's still holding them off Rocker. Great driving. Let's see as we come into the final corner. If Bullet and or Wilco can take Rocker, or will we see one of them off into the wilds? Rocker may need to pit this lap for fuel. Might stretch it out as Bullet. Great drive on the inside there. Charges away. And Wilco having a look going for the outside line in. Hopefully get quicker coming out of the final corner. As Rocker does go into the pits. And good drive from Wilco. And there you see the 2 front runners. Superb drive, superb tactics so far. As we see Rocker in the pits there. Losing a couple of places now to V8 and Merck. 3rd and 4th. As Rocker comes out in 5th place. Very close now. 2 separate packs. But the guys at the front will need to pit. So let's see if they will continue to battle and slow each other down, or try and pull away and give them a pit stops chance to jump in front of V8 and myself there in 7th. As you can see, Jack being challenged by Shepherd. And there's Boss out for his stroll on Sunday. Great driving from all of the guys really. Some of these races can be very challenging. And there's Jammy at the back, towards the back in 10th. As we see Bullet come into the pits now. And Nightmare Racer in the pits. Let's see where V8 ends up. There's Wilco in front. As we have a look on the map now, can Bullet pull out in front of V8? If he does, his tactic has worked amazingly. As we see, there's V8. He's jumped into 2nd. Rocker's now. Oh, Bullet's jumped out in front of Rocker. And Nightmare Racer only just. But he's going to be on the fresh softs right behind V8. Really needs to get past his back marker though. Nightmare Racer doesn't really want to be here. He's going to lose time to these guys, but he's going to have to let them through. He did a great job before. And look how close it is now. We'll find out when Wilco comes in. He might be an advantage though. And there's myself jumping into the pits. And Shepherd's into the pits also. That moves Jammy up into 8th place. And I'll come out of the pits in 9th. There's Nightmare Racer out of the way of all the action now. Wilco coming into the pits. May have left it too long, let's find out. This is the pack at the front now. V8 in first. It's working well for him so far, although he goes into the pits. This moves Bullet out into first place, Rocker in second, Wilco coming out. Does he come out into third? Yes, he's in third place. Merc is in fourth. Merc losing out a little bit there. And Nightmare Racer still in the thick of it with these front guys. And look, it's worked well for Bullet and for Rocker, as Wilco overtaking Nightmare Racer. The front three now have gained a lot of time on fourth place Merc and fifth place V8. In the final stages of the race, did V8 need to come in and pit there? He was doing such a great job. Could he have held out? And there's Jack also doing a fantastic job in sixth place. Guys are doing their final pits now. Leo in seventh. In front of myself in the background there of 8th place. Jammy D after his pits in 9th place now. And Shepherd there in the back. And there's Boss having a terrible day really. Having a great day is Bullet at the front now. The final charge towards the end. On lap 21. We have some back markers though. Whether they'll pose a challenge may affect the race, we'll find out. As Rocker may be affecting Bullet's race soon. The Atari driver doing a great job there. As you can see, Wilco in the background wanting to keep up with these guys. Doesn't want to lose too much ground. His tyres will be that slight bit fresher. And Bullet there charging through. Three laps left after this. Rocker is really right. Closing up now. It's all about who will get the best driving line out of this final turn. Well, they both did. Rocker might just be able to catch the slipstream, but I don't think it will be enough to pull him into the front. He's having a look though. Very late lunge, has to go hard on the brakes. And Shepherd doing well to stay in front of these guys. Bullet going a little bit wide there. As we go up the hill to the tight right-hander, the need to keep away from the cliff. Rocker quite close. Seems to be gaining towards the through this section a little bit, Rocker, and then loses out a little bit towards the first sector, or at the first sector. But look how close he is now. A slightly different line than Bullet. Bullet may be able to catch a little bit of slipstream from Shepherd. There's Jammy D there in all sorts of problems. Very close to the front runners. I don't know what's happened to him. As we got the final 2 laps now. Look how close it is at the front between Bullet and Rocker. These guys are always in the battles. And have been for a long time. You see the early videos. Shepherd moving out of the way there, very wise, great driving from him in the green Viper in 9th place. It's given Jamie a little bit of a chance to gain. Oh, very close to falling off the cliff there, Rocker. As I was saying, it's given Jamie a chance to gain up a little bit on Shepherd. And Rocker, he's out of his groove a little bit, touching the dirt there. It's a great drive from Bullet as he looks to start his final lap. It's not necessarily about the race results for this season of the Drivers' Room Sunday League. It's about the overall time of the drivers between the two races. Next season will be a 2-tier season on the Room 1, as an example, having the best 16 or 12 from this season, and Room 2 the others. As we see Wilco overtaking Jamie there on the final lap. I don't think he's going to challenge the guys at the front, as Rocker dropping a little bit back now from Bullet. Maybe he's trying to conserve some fuel. Doesn't want to ruin it at this stage of the race. And Shepherd just hanging back. There's really no point in him affecting the front. Jamie's pulled back a little bit from him. And as we see, the driver and strategist of the day, Bullet, followed by Rocker, coming around the final corner. Hopefully they won't end up in the wild. No, just a kiss of the dirt there from Bullet as he comes to cross the line. Great drive from Bullet, great drive from Rocker in 2nd place. We got Wilco in 3rd place. Brilliant drive from him. Ooh, V8 there, losing out from the front. But some great driving there, exciting driving from him in 4th, followed by Merck in 5th place. Jack doing a super job in the Cobra in 6th place, sliding everywhere. Cobra looking beautiful. Look at that, through the final corner. Hopefully he won't end up in the wild. A full-on slide, drift all the way through. 6th place for Jack, but not too far behind. Leo in 7th. He was being challenged quite hard in the race. Did well to get them away. And myself there in 8th place. Good result for myself, usually at the back. And Shepherd in 9th, Jamie D in 10th, Nightmare Racer in 11th, and Boss in 12th. Now join us for the final race of the season with the guys at the front in the next video. Thank you very much.